who runs from 0 to infinity, and function is 5 raised to minus times 4x square. If the function is defined here, and that function value is 5 times, whose index is minus 4x square. For that, we have to convert our this particular example into the definition of your gamma function. We have to assume the given particular term equal to e raised to minus t, because our gamma function definition contain e raised to minus t term multiply with t raised to n minus 1. So we have to convert this example into definition. So we required e raised to minus t term. So what we have to do? We have to assume this whole function means this whole function, that is 5 times 5 raised to minus 4x square is equal to e raised to minus t. Then what we have to do? We have to take log on both the sides. Then we get log of 5 whose index is minus 4x square is equal to minus t. It's or we simply say that log of e whose power is minus t. Take log on both sides, we get this particular terms, and after that we have to make the simplification. Log of a raised to n is nothing but n times log a, which log index rule. We get minus 4x square log 5 is equal to minus t. After that, what we have to do? We have to find the value of your x. For that, we have to shift your 4 and log 5 to your right hand side, and it becomes dividend. First minus sign on both the sides get cancelled. After just multiplying 1 upon 4 times log 5 to your right hand side, we get x square is equal to t upon 4 log 5, taking square root on both the sides. Taking the square root, we get x is equal to what? The x is equal to t, its square root is root t. Again 4 whose square root becomes root 4. Again log 5 whose square root becomes under root log of 5. So x, we get the value of your x is equal to this. X is equal to root t divided by 4 log 5 in a square root. Then what we have to do? We have to find the derivative of both the sides. The derivative of your x is dx, and the derivative of your t means root t is 1 upon 2 times root t, and the remaining terms remains constant as it is, and the derivative of your t is dt. So we get dt upon 2 times root t, again in root 4 times log 5. We have to make the simplification. Then we have to put all the values. When we change the variable of your integration from x to t, we have to change the limit of your integration. When we replace the value of your x is equal to 0, definitely we get t is equal to 0. If we get x equal to infinity, then the value of your t becomes infinity. Is the limit of your integration does not change. The example becomes that the integration goes from 0 to infinity, the integration remains as it is. Then what we have to do? We have to put all the values. 5 whose index is minus 4x square is equal to e raised to minus t. This is the value of your the given terms, and the value of your dx is dt upon 2 times root t multiplied by root 4 log 5. Then we have to just take the constant terms outside your integration. 2 is constant, under root 4 log 5 is my constant, and at the same times we have to shift t raised to half. This t raised to half is nothing but the value of the t whose index is 1 by 2. So I mentioned here the same step here. This constant is present here. Constant here. This constant is removed from inside your integration. But this t root t is nothing but t raised to simply, we get these particular terms. And second step, what we have to do, we have to shift your t raised to half in your numerator. Then the terms becomes e raised to minus t and is get multiplied with t raised to minus half. That is the index. And we get these particular terms. According to definition, the index of t is minus half. We have to add 1 in that, and that is my gamma of that particular terms. The remaining terms as it is, the constant as it is, and we have to find the gamma. So gamma of minus 1 by 2 plus 1 becomes 1 half. And we know that gamma of half is equal to simply root pi. So we get root pi 2 under root 4 times log 5. Again, we have to take the square root of 4. The square root of 4 is 2. 2 into 4, we get a final solution, that is a root pi upon 4 times root 5. Or simply, we can say that these particular terms can be expressed by 1 by 4 in square root root pi divided by log pi. It's a final example. This is the example. We can find a simplification. So why we just take this example? This particular example does not containing exponential function as well as t's power. But we have to convert this example into the gamma function definition. That's why we are just taken this example, and this whole function is a 5 times 5 whose index is minus 4 times x square. Its value is replaced by e raised to minus t. The e raised to minus t is the most important terms in your gamma function, and t raised to n minus 1, sometimes the value for n is equal to 0. That means the index of your t is 1 minus 1. We can find the solution. Means e raised to minus t is the most important terms to find the simplification or the